right, guys, so we are back with a friend of mine. Did not know she was going to be here. If you guys don't know, Deborah Gregory, the writer, Cheetah Girls.
Yes.
How are you tonight?
Wonderful. Feeling very Cheetah-licious. You know, it's a white party, but you must remember, spotted style is always in style. So I don't own anything white. Thank you. Hello.
Oh, all right. I like that you said that. Thank you, because she knows I'm doing this on purpose to
Yes.
make all the people in white stand out when I'm interviewing.
Oh, wonderful.
But you always stand out
Yes.
because of your aura.
Well, because
Okay.
spotted style is forever, and it's not just something that I do sometimes. It's my life.
Yeah, and you have a huge background. You're a writer, FIT grad.
Yes.
You're around so many business people, and the words that you put out there
Yes.
is what drew people to you.
Yes.
What was something that somebody once said, Deborah, we have to sign you on something? Was there a particular
Yes.
line that people drew right to you?
Well, the main important thing of how I even got to to create a story for kids. I wrote a story. Me and my girlfriend went and did liposuction. She wanted to do it, skinny white girl. Her boyfriend paid for it. Do you remember Bill Boggs? He was on air.
Vaguely,
Oh,
yeah,
look,
vaguely.
look him
yeah.
up. He paid for it, her thing. And she's what, 125 pounds, 5'9", and she was a chef, my friend, Ishbel. And so she said, let's go get liposuction. Okay, fine, let's go get liposuction. She really did not need this. I
No.
did. And so we went, Dr. Rich, and I wrote an article. For Essence, I would write these personal essays. And so the producer from the Oprah show called. And they called, that's like E.F. Hutton, baby, you listen.
Oh, yeah. And speaking
She
of...
said, we want to do a show on liposuction. You know, you come on as the guy. I said, yes, absolutely. Because that was a big show. This is when she was on the air.
Yeah, and now it's like
Okay.
a thing to do now.
No, but this is 2000.
When it was really, really
When it was
expensive too.
all-
Like it was like the whole
And
thing.
get this, she was in a lawsuit with the beef industry, and so I had to fly to Amarillo, Texas. I was like, what? Okay, whatever. And I'm on with Dr. Cheryl Aston,
Yep.
who head up the plastic surgery unit. I didn't even know who he was, but he was the big plastic surgeon.
Okay.
And that's who I'm on with. And it was like, Deborah, so you had the liposuction, so when I said, girl, it was like throwing a hot dog down the hallway. Take your money, go to Tahiti instead. What a waste of money.
Exactly.
And that was it. And so from that, the book company called, said, listen, we saw you on Oprah, you're so funny, we read Essence,
Yeah.
love your writing. Have you ever thought about writing for kids? I said, no. And she said, well, would you take a meeting? I said, you serving lunch? I like shrimp. Yes. I said, fine, I'll take a meeting.
Let's do it.
And when we went, and there were other editors, writers,
Yeah.
who were getting book deals, so it was a competitive thing. I was like, oh. And then they said, if you come up with something we like, a treatment it's called, 20 pages, you know, we'll make an offer. And that's what I did. And I said, oh, they're not gonna like this, Cheetah Girls. And I said, but now I made this, you know, you work on a treatment for a month.
So popular.
You know, a treatment takes about a month,
Yeah.
a good treatment. And I said, oh, I could sell this to someone else. But they called in 2 weeks, they said, we love it, we want it. And that's how it began, the journey of
yes.
this thing.
Of
So I
Deborah
would say
Gregory.
that is what it was, just that whole Cheetah-licious vibe and that. And the thing is, it was me. Meaning I had wanted to be a singer when I was little. I grew up in foster care. The dog is
Right,
my dog.
that's right.
So it's just like a version of me and putting that out there. And I think part of why it resonated so much is because it was like, just follow your dreams, you know, like the singing was just a metaphor for follow your dreams,
Yeah.
just get out there. And the kids really loved that. I mean, and also the obvious thing, it was all, they were multicultural, they weren't just white girls.
Oh yeah, and you know what I
So
love
it
about
was
you?
fabulous.
If you guys don't know, when I met you,
Yeah.
I had no idea who you were. We got to know each other as people. I didn't ask you, that's not the way I am. And I resonated to you because you were like the coolest person. And then when I found out who you were, it just made it even better. It was like the topping on a cake that I already took a piece of.
Yes.
Right?
Okay.
Yes, and that's my Silence of the Lambs kind of like
Yes.
little wording right there.
Yes,
little sayings like that. Now you were talking about Oprah. Let's talk about Philip.
Oh my God, that
for
was
a sec.
amazing. Huh?
Philip was on Oprah, who's being awarded tonight.
Oh yes, yes.
Right, and that's a mutual friend. How are you loving the Unlabelled Awards that are honoring people tonight for people in the background, which is great.
And that's every award type of show I love. And yes, the people behind the scenes and style arbiters, they're forever. And you know, my friend Mark, who created Studio 54, by the way, we came up as writers, he would say when I would tell him about something, he said, so, does he have the DNA gene? Meaning, does he have the fabulous gene?
Yeah.
And I said, oh, you're right. No, he doesn't. Yes, you know, it's in your DNA. This thing of style, it's a natural thing. You cannot fake it.
Well, I love
and
that.
it does not mean, and you know, because you look at some people with a lot of money, and they look terrible.
Yeah.
Because they don't have it.
That's true.
And that's what it is. So we're born with it. I was born with the DNA, with the gene, and when I'm an orphan, but I did my DNA test, found out, and there on the genealogist did my paternal side, and back to the 1600, you know, they're Italian, and he said, oh my God, Satteria, look at what on the death certificates. I come from a long line of those fine Italian tailors. So it's from my grandmother. And it's like, that's why I was always making stuff in the foster home. And as long as I made something for the foster lady, she was really mean. She would let me sew. And you know, it's in me, it's just part of me, the whole thing.
When you find your passion, it's in your DNA. You become Deborah Gregory, Cheetah Girls.
And that's what Philip has. It's just like natural style.
Yes.
And then that's just what it is. And you could see people, and I hate to say, I guess it's like singing. You go, oh girl, you can't sing. Because I love people who say, the reason why I'm not a singer is because I cannot sing. So that's why I wrote about it, get it? Because no, and as far as writing, oh no, you're either a writer or you're not.
Yes.
It's not something you learn.
That's true.
And that's just the truth about these things.
And that's what's great about tonight. We're celebrating people behind the scenes.
Yes.
We got a little bit of a bio on a major person right here in Deborah Gregory. Now a friend, but now an interviewee right here on the purple carpet at the Unlabelled Awards in the Penthouse in New York City.
So stay Cheetah-licious.
FaceTime with Todd Wharton is proudly sponsored by Fix Your Fungal Nail by Fix Your Feet Products, formulated by podiatric surgeon Dr. Yolanda Ragland to clear nails of fungal infections. For more information, go to fixyourfeetproducts.com. And by Sharp Lens Photography, capturing excellence since 2011. For more information, go to sharplensnyc.com.